Tonight we come together. Thank you. Tonight we come together to celebrate love. So a special shout out to all the lovebirds out there with your little dates. Must be nice, I can't relate, but good for you. We are not just celebrating romantic love tonight, we are also celebrating love for our community, love for giving back, and love for making a difference. This incredible evening is brought to you by the CIBPA in support of the St. Michael's Hospital Foundation. A huge thank you to the CIBPA for being a driving force in our community and for championing causes that truly change lives. My name is Giovanni Mirelli and I will be your MC. I'm part of TLN Media Group. It is an absolute honor for me to be here tonight and for us to be a part of this event. In fact, we have our own very special project in collaboration with Dr. Gianluigi Bisleri that we will be sharing with you later. Consider that your teaser, don't go anywhere. Before we dive into tonight's program, it's important that we recognize and acknowledge the land that we are meeting on. We are gathered on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabeg, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples. Today, this land remains home for many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis communities. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. As we come together tonight in support of healing hearts, let's also recognize the importance of respecting the land and the people who have cared for it for generations before us. Now, let's talk about what's in store for you tonight. Aside from the fantastic food, the great company, and if the bar serves its purpose, some embarrassing dancing later, we will start with special remarks from some incredible community leaders. Then we will hear from the man of the hour, Dr. Gianluigi Bisleri, who will share insights into his groundbreaking work. Following that, an inspiring patient of his will share a testimonial, a proof of what we're supporting and of the fact that it truly changes lives. We'll also hear more about St. Michael's Hospital Foundation and how you can contribute. Speaking of which, donation QR codes are at your tables. Scan them. It's easier than online shopping and you won't have buyer's remorse. Also, if you make a donation with the QR codes, they're valid for your 2024 tax receipts, so you can actually donate twice as much. There's also a silent auction. Make sure to bid generously because it's for a great cause. And lastly, there are bears for purchase right at the corner there, and the centerpieces at your tables are for sale. So you can take home something special while supporting the foundation. Then we feast. Dinner will be served, followed by our live auction hosted by Martin Ross. After that, we'll indulge in dessert, and then the rest of the evening is yours to network, dance, and make memories. To kick things off, please join me in welcoming Tony Cocuzzo, the president of the CIBPA Toronto.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Giovanni. I think, first off, I want to say thank you to all of you for being here tonight for a few different reasons. One, to wonderful cause. Two, so many friendly faces and supporters of our community, our organization. And third, and maybe most importantly, you weren't scared away by the weather forecast. I was worried there would be more that were, but you braved it, and so you're all VIPs in my book. I do want to take a moment to acknowledge a few of the VIPs in the audience, and I'm looking for Aldo because he made a joke to me that by the time we list everybody out, the 4 people I don't mention are going to feel left out. But I'm going to tell you in advance, you're super important. So the other ones just maybe need a little more acknowledgement. So I'll start with, first of all, our host and our Senator, Tony Veroni, who's with us this evening. The Mayor of Vaughan, Stephen Del Duca. Anna Roberts, the PC candidate from King Vaughan. the aforementioned Aldo Di Felice, who's President and CEO of TLN Media. Joe Vitale, President and founder, Ital Pasta, and recent recipient of the Order of Ontario. Special congratulations to Joe. Kevin Goldthorpe, President and CEO of St. Michael's Hospital Foundation. The man of the hour this evening, Dr. Gianluigi Bisleri. I'll save an introduction because there's a lot more coming about John. So, Sam Ciccolini, President of Masters Insurance. Gurvan Farron, President of George Brown College and recent recipient of the Order of Ontario. Cindy Gouveia, President, George Brown Foundation. Aaron Griffith, Vice President, Scotiabank. Principal Pat Daly from St. Michael's College School. Sabrina Fiordolino, CEO of Faro International. Marco Duvono, President and CEO of Villa Charities. Marco brought his own cheering section. That's awesome. Tony Altomade, Co-President of ICCO. Bobby Yanagawa, Division Head of Cardiac Surgery at St. Michael's Hospital. Tina Gonzalez, President of the Women of the CIBPA. And we have a number of our board members here from CIBPA with us, and included among them are a few past presidents. We have Marissa DeLuca, Bob Sacco, Marianne Corigliano, Nino Pasquarello, Rosalie Perzia, and Cesara Caruso. And I promise I'm almost done, but I just want to acknowledge our sponsors for the evening who've been so generous to support this event and this cause. Our platinum sponsor, Deloitte, our gold sponsor, Masters Insurance, our silver sponsor, McKesson, our bronze sponsor, Liuna Local 506, our photo booth sponsor, KPMG, and our media partner, TLN. Before I hand it over to Giovanni to take us forward with the evening agenda, just want to remind you that we do have our annual event in celebration of International Women's Day that is taking place on March 6th, and that will be at the Liberty Grand. And we have now set the date for our 73rd annual President's Ball, which will take place on September 27th at the Paramount Event Center here in Vaughan. So with that, I will turn it over back to Giovanni, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
Okay, so now it's time to raise our glasses as we honor the two incredible nations that have shaped our community. Please welcome Senator Tony Veroni and founder and CEO of Italpasta, Joe Vitale, to lead us in toast to Canada and Italy.
I learned a long time ago to write mine out. So, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, as we gather here to honor such a great cause and those individuals of the CIBPA and the St. Michael's Foundation that have worked so tirelessly to bring us here together, I'm filled with great pride and joy to stand before you as your senator, celebrating not only our vibrant Italian community and our heritage, but also the incredible nation that we call home in Canada. Canada is a mosaic of cultures, a beautiful tapestry woven with the threads of countless traditions and histories. Each of us, with our own unique backgrounds, contributes to the richness of this country. As Italian Canadians, we bring with us the values of hard work, creativity, and community, which have greatly enriched the Canadian landscape. Let us take a moment to reflect on what it means to be part of this great nation. Canada is a land of opportunity where dreams can flourish, regardless of one's origins. It is a place where we can celebrate our unique identities while embracing the diversity that surrounds us. It is our shared humanity that truly defines us. The kindness, the resilience, and the determination that binds us together. To our business leaders here, you are not just economic pioneers, but also ambassadors of culture. Each endeavor you undertake helps to strengthen the ties between our Italian heritage and the broader Canadian community. Your success inspires us all and paves the way for future generations to thrive. So let us raise our glasses to toast Canada. May our nation continue to grow in unity and strength, embracing the diversity that makes us who we are. To our Italian Canadian community, may we always honor our roots while contributing to the future of Canada. Cheers.
Tony, dopo quello che hai detto tu, io non mi ha lasciato dire niente, non posso dire niente. Sono molto orgoglioso di brindare per l'Italia e da molti anni, da quando ero piccolo in questa nazione, ho detto sempre che sono molto fortunato che sono nato nella più bella nazione del mondo, l'Italia. E siamo ancora molto più fortunati che viviamo nella più bella nazione del mondo. E penso che tutti noi ci sentiamo lo stesso di essere veramente orgogliosi di essere italiani e molto molto orgogliosi di essere canadesi, specialmente in questi giorni.
So I said I was done for the night, and unfortunately you see me back here. For those of you who've come to these events before, you know that it's a regular occurrence that I miss someone when I'm acknowledging, and you would have figured with a list of 50 names that I rattled off, I would have covered everyone. But I did not, and I just want to acknowledge our dear friend, our supporter, the hardest working MP, our MP for Vaughan Woodbridge. I'm so sorry, I don't know how we didn't acknowledge you, but a round of applause for
Up next, we are honored to have with us the Mayor of Vaughan, Stephen Del Duca. I love Vaughan. It's like a mini Italy with a Costco in every corner. But beyond that, it's a vibrant, growing city, and Mayor Del Duca has been instrumental in its development. So please give a warm welcome to Mayor Stephen Del Duca.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's such an honor for me to be here and to see, as Tony mentioned just a moment ago, on a night where the weather wasn't necessarily completely cooperative, to see so many of you here in support, of course, of the CIBPA, but in support through the CIBPA of St. Michael's Foundation. I have to say, this is an incredible room. Tony, listening to you go through the list of all of the individuals And beyond those that were on your list, to everyone in this room, it is phenomenal to see you out in great numbers tonight. What I know about this community and what I know about the CIBPA is that your ability to be generous is almost without parallel. This is a community, and this is an organization, a leading organization within our community that has generosity right at its core, and that is clearly on display tonight. I know that we are going to be hearing in just a short while from some representatives from St. Michael's Hospital. Everybody knows that the work that takes place at that particular hospital is nothing short of miraculous. And to know that you are all here tonight, again, I just want to stress, in support of that magical work that happens at that incredible, incredible institution that has been at the core of so many miracles through so many decades, is very, very much encouraging. So Tony, to you and to everyone involved on the CIBPA board and all of the sponsors and all of the volunteers, looking at this room and seeing so many familiar faces, you know like I do that the CIBPA now for decades has never shied away from the core obligation that each and every one of us has to dig down deep and find ways to give back. And here within our community, and by that I don't mean just the community here in Vaughan, I mean the Italian-Canadian community, a community that has as its hallmark, very proudly, always punched above its weight here in this province and in this country and continues to do so. There is literally no better example of that capacity, that ingenuity, that drive, and again, that generosity than the CIBPA. So Tony, to you, on behalf of myself, local and regional councillor Mario Racco, who is here with us as well, and the entire city of Vaughan. Yes, big round of applause for Councillor Racco. And the entire city of Vaughan, congratulations on this beautiful Mending Broken Hearts Gala. I know the rest of the evening will be fantastic. I'm looking forward to it, and thank you again to everyone for always being so supportive of this incredible organization. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Other side.
All right. At this time, I'd like to, I did it gently. At this time, I'd like to invite Aldo Di Felice up to the stage to say a few comments and then introduce our special guest for the evening. So, Aldo, over to you.
Thank you. All right. I'm here to introduce a video, but let me say first of all, congratulations, Tony, and the CIBPA for really leading the organization over the last few years in making connections with many organizations and individuals who previously hadn't been part of the CIBPA community. And I want to commend you on the work that you, Sabrina, your board of directors, all of your administrators have done. You are doing a fantastic job, and I want to congratulate you. So I spent a week in Napoli last month. It was our first time. It was a real eye-opening experience. The food, the sights, the history, of course, but the people, the collective personality and attitude of the Neapolitani, the Napolitani, made me feel like they have a lot in common with us Italian Canadians. Because for a long time, they have been considered as less than truly Italian. They have been told they are backwards linguistically, backwards culturally, requiring upgrading to the level of proper Italians. And that's the way Italian Canadians have often been seen. Our culture, our languages, our customs, our manufactured products, our local personalities are often looked at as not being authentically Italian, whatever that means. But the Neapolitans have immense pride, and they stand up for themselves, and it seems to be working for them. And I thought, this is a lesson for us Italian Canadians. Take more pride, assert ourselves, demand attention. Our accomplishments are at the highest level. Our way of life is authentic. So whether it's Ottawa or Rome, let's not let others tell us what we are and who we are. That's my message, my political message for tonight. But the reason I'm here is to show you a video. If you missed the announcement in November, a new, first in Canada, donor-funded chair in minimally invasive cardiac surgery at the University of Toronto's Temerty Faculty of Medicine will advance the study and delivery of novel surgical techniques which can reduce the physical, mental, and emotional toll of heart surgery on patients. And Dr. Gianluigi Bisleri, an associate professor of cardiac surgery at Temerty Medicine and a surgeon entrepreneur at Unity Health's St. Michael's Hospital, will serve as the first Joseph Vitale and TLN Media Group chair in minimally invasive cardiac surgery at the university's medical school. And we at TLN Media Group, together with Joe Vitale of Vital Pasta, with our production partner Anthony Sirago, who is here tonight, who came in from Montreal to join us, have a video segment from a new documentary produced by Anthony about Dr. Bisleri's journey from Brescia in Italy to St. Michael's Hospital in downtown Toronto, where he and his colleagues are doing life-saving work that is leading edge in Canada. So let's take a look at the video, and I urge you all to stay tuned for information on when the full documentary will be broadcast on our channels. Is there a video?
Minimally invasive surgery is like taking heart surgery, which is already hard, and then doing that through a keyhole. That's what Dr. Bisleri does. Surgery is a very effective way to treat heart diseases, but it's also extremely invasive. One of the really key changes we were able as a community to bring was try to introduce less invasive ways to minimize how disruptive it can be on the body of the patient.
You could go in through my side and do it minimally invasively. The challenge with me was from the trauma that I had, potentially from 9/11, that my lung could be attached to my rib cage.
His work it's a mission for him. He really deeply cares about his patients. He remembers every patient and the name of every single patient.
Sempre stato un appassionato della musica, solo che ha potuto dedicarsi poco perché studiava, però non l'ha trovata lasciata mai. Se no come faceva il caso più lo faceva cantare.
It's really been a companion throughout my life. Even now, it's so important for me, both when I'm working as a surgeon, because I play music in the background, and also when I come home, it's a way for me to completely relax and recharge and play music.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor to introduce Dr. John Luigi Bisleri, a world-class cardiac surgeon, innovator, educator. Since joining St. Michael's Hospital in 2021, he has revolutionized minimally invasive cardiac surgery, establishing the largest mitral valve repair program in downtown Toronto and Canada, and only hybrid ablation program for arterial fibrillation. Dr. Bisleri's expertise extends beyond surgery. He's a leading researcher with routine involvement in numerous international clinic trials, especially focused on treatment of valvular heart disease and arterial fibrillation. He developed novel tools for minimally invasive cardiac surgery with 3 patients. He's also deeply committed to education, founding the first dedicated fellowship in minimally invasive and structural heart surgery at the University of Toronto. Furthermore, he recently co-developed a simulation platform along with his wife Victoria to help the training of surgeons, especially when using less invasive approaches. A pioneer in his field, Dr. Bisleri has formed multiple first in Canada and world first procedures, continually pushing the boundaries of cardiac care. His work in shaping the future of heart surgery, improving patient outcomes, and inspiring the next generation of surgeons. I think now your count is 250 surgeries since 2021. Congratulations, Doctor. And please join me in welcoming Dr. John Luigi Bisleri.
Thanks so much. Thanks everybody for making the time. And first of all, let me thank obviously CIBPA. When we spoke a few years ago with CIBPA and especially with Bob about this idea of creating an awareness event that could really focus on treatment of heart disease and innovation, I never imagined we could get to this stage and this level. And especially seeing how many people turn out tonight. It's not just fighting heart disease, but also terrible weather. So thank you so much really to anybody for making the time and being here. As Bob mentioned, this is a work that has been quite incredible. The journey at St. Michael's would not be possible without the relentless support of my partners. We got here my partner and division head, Bobby Yanagawa, a new partner that joined recently who's also helping expanding the work in minimally invasive cardiac surgery, Dr. Dan Burns. So thanks guys for making the time. And really, as you will hear from Mr. Lipovsek about the impact that minimally invasive cardiac surgery can have, more than any words I can say, I want to really also give you a sort of understanding how important the advances we've been achieving. You heard about the establishment of a chair, and I'm extremely grateful to Joseph Vitale, Aldo Di Felice, and TLN for really establishing something unique, this minimally invasive chair, which is the first of its kind dedicated in our country for cardiac surgery. So thank you, because this is really pushing the envelope incredibly and serving as the really foundation stone for all the work we are doing. We are, over the past year, Bob mentioned, we have been growing in the numbers. We are now among the largest program in minimally invasive cardiac surgery in the country, and specifically for certain treatments in valvular disease. We are really not just leading in Canada, but also in North America. And we are now expanding also our research. Tonight there is also Camilla who's joining our research team. And we're really having an impact that goes beyond what we do in the city, in the country. Now we're going to have a truly international footprint. So that's only possible thanks to the support that we are receiving from each one of you. And we wanted to continue to push the boundaries, and we are hopeful that our technological advances could be, hopefully in the very near future, even introducing the robotic platform that could even further enhance our work in the field of cardiac surgery. So again, thank you everybody for your support so far. I hope you will continue to support this event that has become now an annual event. And I wanted to ask Mr. Lipovsek to come to the stage and share also his experience.
Good evening. I wanted to just start by thanking Dr. Bisaleri and all of you for giving me the opportunity to share my story tonight. Having undergone 3 heart surgeries, each with its own challenges, I hope to highlight not only the incredible innovation behind minimally invasive surgery, but also the life-changing benefits. I was born in Celje, Slovenia, 1972, with a large ventricular septal defect. At 4 years old, after my family immigrated to Canada, I had my first open heart surgery in Vancouver Children's Hospital. It was a success, but I grew up with a large scar and some health limitations. As a teenager, I became more self-conscious and determined to prove myself, despite my uncertainty of needing future surgery always lingering in the back of my head. Fast forward, January 23, 2017, while at work, I started feeling a sharp pain in my chest. I managed to call an ambulance. After some initial tests really didn't show anything obvious, the cardiologist on duty ordered a CT scan, which revealed a life-threatening aortic dissection as well as a failing aortic valve. I was rushed into emergency surgery, and my chances weren't good. I was placed in deep hypothermic circulatory arrest, about as close to death as you can come without actually crossing the line. Recovery was brutal. I had a second painful scar, and when I got home, my family barely recognized me. I could barely move for about a month. I didn't return to my pre-surgery job. Boots on the ground was not an option for some time. In 2023, my cardiologist, Dr. Mark Allard, informed me again that my mitral valve was failing. Medication wasn't working. Open heart surgery was risky, and a clip wasn't ideal. But there was another possibility, minimally invasive surgery. And that's when I met Dr. Bisaleri. He carefully walked me through my options and risks. There was no guarantee that the minimally invasive surgery or approach would work, and if it didn't, I'd wake up again with another scar and possibly a mechanical valve for life. But I decided to take the chance. After completing every necessary test, Dr. Bisaleri determined we could move forward, and on the morning of November 29th, 2023, my wife and I signed the final consent forms, knowing full well that Dr. Bisaleri and his team would attempt minimally invasive approach, but there was no guarantee. So again, I went to sleep. And then I woke up. The first thing I did was look around. I'm alive. Then I looked down at my chest, and no big scar. Just a small square bandage on my side. And 3 tiny stitches. Incredible. Not only had Dr. Bisaleri performed the surgery minimally invasive, but he also saved my valve. He repaired it. That same day, he visited me in ICU, where I was already sitting in the chair next to my bed. Within 24 hours, I was out of the ICU. 3 days, I was walking up steps. By day 4, I was ready to go home. My wife picked me up and we went for lunch. A week later, I was at my computer. I opened it up, I started working. By the end of January 2024, I was in the office full time. At my first follow-up echo, Dr. Mark Allard was amazed. The valve was performing incredibly well, and today I feel better than I ever have. I just want to conclude by saying I'm not rich and I'm certainly not famous, but on that day, Dr. Bisaleri gave me something truly priceless. Quality time. Time to spend with my family, time to enjoy life, time to do the things that give me hope. And for that, I owe an impossible debt of gratitude to Dr. Bisaleri and the entire team at St. Michael's.
Thanks, Glenn. I think it really speaks more than any summary or account of what we have been doing over the past year. Obviously, I now wanted to obviously add to the incredible support that we receive, and we are able to advance our care and our knowledge. Also, we are extremely grateful to the St. Michael's Hospital Foundation, which is really constantly driving our efforts in order to make these advances in clinical and research possible. So thank you to Kevin Goldthorpe, who actually asked to join me on the stage, for all the work every day you do to support our activities.
Well, you said it for us all, why we're doing this, why we're here tonight, why we ignored freezing rain, snow warnings, is to achieve the impact. We can't simply demonstrate that you just heard tonight, but the impact. Purchases, all to achieve the aim, in this case tonight, better heart health. We are a typically Canadian institution, and this is typically a Canadian program. We just put our heads down and do the job. We do it by going ahead and absolutely world-class research competes with everyone else in the world. We deliver superlative care that you heard was described. And we ensure that care and that research is benefiting every member of our society. I'm very proud of the urban angel that is embedded within St. Mike's and ensures that everyone benefits from the work. So all of your support tonight and support year long through our sponsors, for CIVPA, Tony, Sacco, all the group that we tremendously benefit from, the advocacy from CIVPA. We can't thank you enough. The sponsors who keep on supporting us at this event and others throughout the year, individually, corporately, philanthropically, to Joe, to all the TLN who support the chair, allowing us to raise money to permanently endow it and support the research program. We can't say thank you enough. And thank you, John, for as a medical director of minimally invasive cardiac surgery, for with you galvanizing an entire team. And you've met and introduced to Dr. Yanagawa, Dr. Burns, Dr. Leonti, who's the chief of critical care, is here this evening, Dr. Goffey. It is an entire team that is surrounding us. It goes further to interventional radiology, to anesthesiology. It just keeps on growing. It's a team of people who come together. I think we talk about defines the hospital. Elbows aren't out. At our hospital, people actually link elbows and figure out how to solve the problem, what is needed for the patient. And so we exemplify that. This program truly exemplifies that. So thank you for inspiring all of us to make life better. I was telling my board chair, Melissa Martin Natale, that I was coming tonight, and she was delighted. And she said, well, Kevin, I'm out of time, but I'm married to a great Italian. And let me tell you, there's absolutely no better group with no bigger hearts than the Italian and Canadian community. So from the hearts of everyone who benefits from and works at St. Michael's Hospital to all of your hearts, thank you very much.
Before we enjoy tonight's meal, let's take a moment to reflect and give thanks. Leading us in grace is Michael Keel, coordinator of spiritual life at St. Michael's College School, along with his student, Leo Favero. Please welcome Michael Keel and Leo Favero.
Buonasera. We are honored to be here with all of you tonight. Nel nome del Padre, e del Figlio, e dello Spirito Santo. Loving God, we thank you for the abundant blessings in our lives, for the food we are nourished by, and the hands that prepare it.
Mentre condividiamo queste benedizioni, possiamo non dimenticare mai di offrire grazie e possano i nostri cuori essere aperti alle necessità degli altri.
We ask that you continue to watch over all those who work at St. Michael's Hospital and the other frontline workers, many who have provided a second chance at life. Those who support their work, and all of us in this room today.
Possa ciascuno di noi essere consapevole delle benedizioni che abbiamo e usarle per diffondere gentilezza e compassione.
Please bless this meal as we pray together. Bless us, O Lord, in these thy gifts, which we are about to receive from thy bounty, through Christ our Lord. Amen. Saint Michael the Archangel, pray for us. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Before we enjoy some heart-shaped ravioli, I'm going to correct myself. I accidentally said Michael Keel, and it was Andrew Keel. I got confused because St. Michael's, everything. But thank you again, and enjoy your meal, everyone.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy tonight. Thank you for everything. I much appreciate
Couldn't do it without. Oh my
Ciao, ciao. So I'll tell you a story. I went to St. Michael's. Had 3 kids at the time. I didn't know I didn't want to take my son. He did. Oh my God.
I got something wearing.
guys, how are you, buddy?
Good to see you again.
Can I have 2 small scoops of pistachio for two different people. Yeah, like I love pistachio, it's my favorite flavor. Perfect.